Hello. How's everybody doing today? Brother John Stewart on behalf of Lost Sheep Ministries, here to take y'all on another little walk with the word for today. So today, I'm going to do a part 2 of the video I did yesterday, the company you keep, because I really want you guys to see the results of what happened because of Jehoshaphat went and he joined himself with the house of Ahab. And again, this is for the fathers, but mothers too. This is for mothers too. I'm going to throw mothers in there today. I know I focused primarily on the fathers in the last videos, but I'm going to throw mothers in there too because we all got to think about the company that we keep, especially when it's dealing with our kids and the generation that's coming behind us. So tonight I'm going to share with you a lesson out of 2 Chronicles chapter 21, verses 1 through 6. So in 2 Chronicles 21, 1 through 6, the Lord tells us this. He says, "Now Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead. And he had brethren, the sons of Jehoshaphat, Azariah and Jehiel and Zechariah and Azariah and Michael and Shephatan. All these were the sons of Jehoshaphat, king of Israel. And their father gave them great gifts of silver and of gold and of precious things with fenced cities in Judah. But the kingdom gave he to Jehoram because he was the firstborn. Now, when Jehoram was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself, and he slew all of his brethren with the sword, and divers also of the princes of Israel. Jehoram was 32 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem, and he walked in the way of the kings of Israel." That's where he went wrong. "Like as did the house of Ahab." And why did he do that? "For he had the daughter of Ahab to wife, and he wrought that which was evil in the eyes of the Lord." Man, that is just diabolical there. Because at this point in the history of the kings of Judah, nothing like this had ever happened, where the person taking over the throne killed everyone else that could challenge him. And the closest we ever had gotten to something like this possibly happening was when Solomon took over the throne, because he was chosen to take over the throne by David. And one of his older brothers felt he should have had the throne, so he was jealous. So he tried to finagle him out of the throne. But even then, Solomon knew what he was up to, and he gave him a chance. He even gave him a chance. And he told him, "Look, you get one, which you've already used, so if you try anything else, then me and you, we're going to have a problem." Then, of course, the brother, he told him, "Oh, I'm be good. But then he tried some more slick stuff. So Solomon had to go and do him in. But even with that beef, he only killed that brother because that was the one that was trying to challenge him. But then you got Jehoram that comes in and he kills everybody. And he not only killed all his brothers, they said he killed all the princes too, which means he also killed their children. You know what I'm saying? He killed their children. He killed all his nephews. He killed all his cousins and anyone that can challenge him for the throne. So that means his uncles, anybody that could have challenged him for the throne, he killed them all. Anybody, any males from the royal family, they was killed. And the worst part is this: it don't give any indication that anyone was trying to challenge him. That's the crazy part. Because from the sound of it, they was straight. They was content. Because Jehoshaphat had set them up. Their dad had already set them up to be straight. They had their own little thing going, wasn't even thinking about dude, but yet he came in and killed them all anyway. And why did he do it? Especially since nothing like this had ever happened in Judah before. You know what I'm saying? Because normally what had happened, the king picked a successor, and everybody accepted him, and they went on about their business. Like I said, the closest we had to it was Solomon and his older brother. But for the most part, the king picked who it was, they went on about their business. But though this never really happened in Judah, there was a pretty regular occurrence where this did happen, and that was in Israel. You see what I'm saying? And because of the company his daddy kept, he was now introduced to their ways. And now he was intertwined in their family because his dad arranged for him to marry into the wickedness. That's insane to me. But I know when you look at this situation and we hear this, you have to ask yourself, how can Jehoshaphat be a son of such a good man of God and be that dumb? How can he be that? God said he was a good man, he was a faithful king. How can he be this good man and be that dumb? You know what I'm saying? How can he even fathom exposing his family to this wickedness, let alone invite the wickedness into his family by arranging his marriage? Well, guess what I say to you? Whoa now. Whoa now, don't be so quick to judge Jehoshaphat, because I guarantee you, guess what? You're doing the exact same thing he did. You see what I'm saying? Yes, you may not be arranging marriage to the daughter of a witch, but you got daughters, don't you? And you listen to Sexy Red? You know what I'm saying? You got daughters, you listen to Sexy Red, and guess what? You're doing the same thing. Because I'm pretty sure Jehoshaphat had the same mindset that we have. You know what I'm saying? I'm an adult. I know most of these dudes that sing gangster rap ain't really gangsters, because I lived around gangsters. I know they ain't gangsters. It's entertainment. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I can listen around and be entertained about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel the same with your daughters. Oh, I know these girls ain't really like that. They probably really good girls. It's just entertainment. They're just making music and making money. And it might be so. You know what I'm saying? So you can listen to that and not bother you, but guess what? Our kids don't know that. Our kids don't have that wisdom. They don't understand that this is entertainment. They don't understand that these people are lying. When these kids listen to these rappers, they take that as truth. That's like their Bible when they listen to these rappers, these drill rappers. You know what I'm saying? When they listen to these whores talking about their vagina all the time, they take that as Bible. They take that as this is the way they need to live their life so they can get ahead. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? You're doing the same thing. If you got daughters and you riding around in your car bumping Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj or any of these other ratchet women that's always talking about their vaginas and how they use their vaginas to get whatever they want, then guess what? You're doing the exact same thing that Jehoshaphat did, because you are exposing them to that wickedness contained in their music. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes if you got sons. If you got sons and you riding around and you bumping Pooh Shiesty or King Von or Pop Smoke or Chief Keef or any of those drill rappers, then guess what? You're doing the exact same thing. You're exposing them to wickedness. Because you got to understand something. The company you keep, it goes farther than just who you let in your house. It also goes down to what you let in your house. You see what I'm saying? So when you're listening to your music or you're watching your shows and they're secular and they filled with all kinds of filth and sex and drugs and murder, you know what I'm saying? All that is the company that you keep. That's why I don't allow people, we don't watch scary movies in my house no more. I'm not inviting that wickedness to my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't let my folks watch the scary movie. Now, I can't be at the house 24/7, so they probably sneak and watch them, but I guarantee you if I walk in the house, they cut it off because they know I don't approve of that stuff in my house. And I pray they don't, because I look through their Netflix stuff and I don't never see it. You know what I'm saying? But they know I don't approve of that stuff in my house, because I understand whatever I let into my house, it comes to my house and it's going to affect my kids. So while you quick to judge Jehoshaphat, you're doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And see, the only reason is different between us and Jehoshaphat, because back in the day, you had to actually go and be around wicked people to be able to observe their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jehoshaphat did when he went down there and visited Ahab and he exposed his son to the wickedness. But now, we don't have to do that. All we got to do now is just connect to the Wi-Fi, and all the wickedness of the world is right there at your fingertips, right there in your living room, on your computer, or wherever it is you get your fix. So don't be so quick to judge poor old Jehoshaphat, because I guarantee you, you're doing the same thing. But get this, it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? You're doing worse than what he did, because not only do you expose them to it when you're riding around in the car or you're watching at the house together, you know what I'm saying? You also give them their own devices so they can stay exposed to it 24/7. See, we don't even think about that. They're exposed to wickedness 24/7. Because think about it. It only took one little trip down to Israel. You know what I'm saying? That one little trip is what led Jehoram astray from that one little trip, and he saw that little wickedness. But our kids get to see it all day, every day. So when you think about that, it makes sense why our kids are dying in record numbers from violence, you know what I'm saying, or overdosing, or just unaliving themselves. You see what I'm saying? Because look at all the wickedness that will allow them to be exposed to. But you know what we don't expose them to? You know, we don't put any effort into expose them to the things of God. We'll let them, they can sit there and watch all kind of filth all day, but I guarantee you never tell, hey, cut that off and go watch a sermon. So go watch one of Brother John's sermons. You know what I'm saying? Get out that filth on TikTok and go watch Brother John's TikTok. So we'll allow them to be exposed to wickedness and filth all day, but we rarely allow them to be exposed to the things of God. Don't make sense, do it. But I guess you don't know any better, because that's the company you keep. And that has been your little walk with the word for the day. I pray these are blessing y'all. If they are, make sure you like, share, comment, save, tag, repost, do all that good stuff to help your boy out. Make sure you give me a follow so that way you can follow me as I follow Christ. Catch me Facebook Live Monday nights. Try to be somewhere between 8 and 9. And then catch all my little social media outlets on lostsheepministries.com. If not 100% sure about your salvation, reach out to me and let me know. I'll put some time in my schedule to go over the gospel with you. I love you. Peace.